Okay. Bum, bum, bum. The empty to fly away. Apologies for the sounds. I'm opening a thing. I'm not very subtle about it. Oh, Cadillos, thank you. How was your weekend? It was good. Oh shit. Ads? What ads? And hi, Orbital. Were you able to correct your sleep schedule? I was. Absolutely. I woke up at a normal hour today. So proud of myself. The game music's not loud. I'm just too far from the microphone. Well, it is loud, but that's just main menu. Agorita said something rude or something when you just kind of dipped on that other stream. No, my fucking computer just died. And then I spent like 6 hours of that day wide awake trying to troubleshoot it. I had to detach the graphics card. At one point I had to change the thermal paste on the fucking CPU. I was just detaching shit one at a time, reattaching things, blah, blah, blah. I still don't actually know what was wrong with it originally, but it's currently not happening anymore, so that's nice. And my computer is actually better now than it was before it went down, so... Because I found... While I was trying to fix it, I found out about a bunch of random problems. Like things that were not attached that should have been attached in the internal components. So, good news. The motherboard now has way more power supplied to it, and the CPU has way more power supplied to it, and the GPU has the same amount of power supplied to it, but it's being supplied better because you're supposed to supply it with 2 separate cables, and I was supplying it with 1 cable with 2 exits, basically. Sorry, that's Portuguese. With 2 outputs. Now I actually have 2 separate cables, so everything is now powered the fuck up. Which is cool. That wasn't the reason why it went down, mind you, but, you know. I'll just be right back. I need to throw this into the trash. We're back, baby. Woo. Oh. Bless the Messiah, your PC is working. It is. Thank fuck. I do have a few purity seals. Maybe I should put them on my PC. Maybe that's the problem. I have all these purity seals I haven't placed on my PC. Maybe I should. Right. Okay. Martian. Everyone's showing up so early. Well, it's probably because I started kind of late, yeah. Makes sense. What should I do? The difference is only 5 seconds, so I'm gonna assume nothing important happened. I have to get the hair out of the way, because we got food. Brazilian food today. Have you seen that one tech priest building and rebuilding machinery and electronics on TikTok? I don't think so. Let's see. That's Cabellum. So what do we have? A bunch of shit to do. That's what we have. Oh, right. I know what we were gonna do. We were gonna do Cabela's quest, but we wanted to take the new dude with us. That was why. Right. I'm just gonna lower one aspect of the difficulty real quick, which is the skill test, yeah. Yeah. There we go. He goes by Magos Rafael. And I think it's cool. I'm not sure if he actually believes in the Omnissiah, though. Probably not. Have you been enjoying the new DLC? They definitely managed to make the character very interesting, because the only thing I've done so far is meet the character, basically. The companion. They made him very different and interesting. I don't think he and I are gonna get along, but that doesn't mean I don't like him. It just means he's very... He's gonna piss me the fuck off. It's like... A lot of the characters I like piss me the fuck off. That's not... It's not an impediment. Freight line. Freight line. I don't know. Anyway. Guess we're gonna leave Cassia behind because I have to take Cabela because of the quest. And I want to take Eogunn. But obviously I don't want to take Eogunn and not take Pasqal as well. Because I kind of want to see how they interact, so... And Abelard is, of course, required. And Heinrichs is technically the character I'm romancing at the moment. Until better options show up. Later. Nothing new. We've seen this yesterday. Prepare for my visit. Yeah, none of this is new. I'm just checking if there's any interactions. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Heyo. Okay, you don't want to say anything. Lord Captain herself stopped by our bay. I'm right here. I'm literally right here. And she looked right at me. Fair enough, I did. I did do that. Oh, here we go. Nothing new. Obsessed with mysticism would never use prose to mark the way of their temple. They're too fond of their obscure chants and cryptic verses. Based.
Is there money to be made?
Do you think there are people who actually believe in the Omnissiah?
Upper deckers avoid coming here. But how can one live aboard the flagship only to turn one's back on the core that gives it life?
This core can just as easily take a life too. Especially if someone around here takes a fancy to your boots.
It sounds like a systemic problem you should probably address. But, as I was gonna say, do I think there are people who actually believe in the Omnissiah? Necessarily, statistically speaking, there must be at least one fucking retard out there, right? There's gotta be. How many people, like, are, like, fans of Warhammer 40k? It must be in the... I don't know. Do you think it reaches millions? Hundreds of thousands, at least. Certainly.
Always keep
At
your
least
eye on
one
the prize.
motherfucker, you know?
I always keep my options open.
There we go. Hi there, I'm here with very important information. If you're about to take Eogunn to the bath, go with Pasqal first. Oh, I see what you mean. Sure, I'll do that. Music is also very cool. Well, yeah. Oh, Cabela. Your level... Ugh, you need levels. Fine. 1 second. I have to open my spreadsheet. Where's the spreadsheet? Right. This is level... This 10. Agility. Not gonna lie, building a computer / piece of machinery and praising the Omnissiah while you do it, it kinda goes hard. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me refresh. You fixed? Oh, thank God. Jesus Christ, bro. Don't scare me like that. Awareness? For some reason? Perception. Oh, so that's how I was supposed to put a point in perception here. I fucked up last time. Thank God we restarted. Guillotine. It would be kind of funny if the people at Games Workshop accidentally started a religion due to some people doing shit by that logic. Fairly certain it wouldn't be the first time something like that happens. There we go. Now let's just move ahead.
I always have
real
a backup
quick.
plan.
Do me a favor, buddy. Stop setting shit on fire. Thank you.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer. An expected result.
Keep your wits about you.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Of course, Pasqal. You are also blessed with multifunctionality, I'm sure. There we go. We fed the beggars. Always nice.
Is there money to be made?
Gonna need to do some, gonna need to pass some legislation here, because this is looking like shit. We need some systemic changes, guys. Oh, here we go. Now we flirt with the obviously a traitor man. How long do you think you can keep treating us like this? We want food. Right. I'm too busy to deal with the poor. Initiating the train blessing algorithm, let not corrosive wear separate the wheel sets. Let the traction drive receive the touch of the motive force granted by the invisible hand of the Omnissiah. Let his grace strengthen the joints and supports that lift the body above the decay of mortal tracks. Hear me, driver, and praise the machine god thrice, for it is only by his will that the miracle of sacred locomotion is accomplished. The blessing has been successfully executed. Okay. There we go. We already did this yesterday, that's why I'm not bothering. I think it was around here that we stopped. Oh, but now I have to level up. Fuck. Oh, we get to name him again. Delightful. Yeah, we'll just name him the same thing. There we go. Eats a spine. The spine eater. I think it was Arch-Militant, I think I gave him last time. Yeah. He, I'm pretty sure, was Executioner. Yep. Bounty Hunter. And this dude, I don't know. Well, toughness and weapon skill. Weird combo, buddy. His willpower's a fucking joke. What the hell? You okay, buddy? Okay. Maybe. I don't have... He's not in the spreadsheet yet. I don't have anything for him. One second. I guess Vanguard. Pasqal, a man who's blessed with multifunctionality, but not romance ability. I know. He undresses for you, you have a bath together, you have a child, albeit a bit machinery. Together, and yet... I know. I know. I understand. I am not a Pasqal girly, but I understand. Where's Cabela? Cabela. Yep, it's it. It's Executioner. I was pretty sure it was. There we go.
I always keep my options open.
Aw, little boy eats his spine.
Just as I planned.
Judging by the merchant's round, well-fed face, the rusty junk laid out on the counter is merely a smokescreen for the more valuable and likely illegal goods that are for now hidden from idle glances. Okay, buddy.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, that's down there. And here we go. Voice in the crowd, a Kong in the mechanism, his humble servant. Flute player is what they'll call me, because that's what I am. I make up tunes and I give the people respite after a hard day's work. Suggesting we play a game? Should I just cheat? You've enjoyed yourself. I certainly won't forget my faithful meeting with the Lord Captain. If such a man existed, he would surely be profiting from your misfortunes in secret. Oh, that is so fucking cynical. And kind of true, though, in this particular case. Tends to be, I'm curious to know what he's really doing here. I will have him monitored. Yeah. I know.
Let us not
This
dawdle.
ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
He is, in fact, a big fucking heretic. So if I recall correctly, he is one of the Gene Stealers. I think he was. I think he was one of them.
Keep your wits about you.
Hey, buddy. You okay there? He leans forward. Hold up. Hold the phone, buddy. Abelard, do something. I love that that's a thing. Abelard! Please do something! In the name of the dynasty, I command you to step away from the edge and explain the misdeed you were about to commit. What? I didn't... I am registering this unit's intention to use the train tracks for purposes other than those intended by their design. I categorically demand that the unit's self-disposal be carried out using methods that do not violate the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation. Death cultists, yep. You're having a rotten day. My whole life's been rotten, and I only have myself to blame. I've tried to change things, fix things, but I always ended up here, so eventually I accepted the truth. Your eyes keep returning to that symbol. What do you know about it? It's a symbol of the Bloodspun Web. I come here every watch, but it hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. You, have you come to take me to the other side? I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you. But then why? Why is it here? Who are you? A dead man. I lost my name years ago. I've just been another dead man ever since. If this were an interrogation, I would welcome such a response. But in this case, you are merely wasting our time. You dare insult the rogue trader with your impudence. Your body may already be covered in scars, but your tongue seems to be asking for more. Abelard, relax. You know the symbols of the Bloodspun Web. You bear similar scars. Are you a spinner? I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be at a certain junction of the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot, then I waited. An hour to 5, the junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me the whole time. It was my turn to go to the Undying One, but I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. I ran. So the spinners simply let you go? They made no attempts to find you and kill you? There was no pursuit. I thought they'd see their black blades. I thought I'd see their black blades the very next day. Instead, years passed without them taking my heart. I tried starting a new life, but the terror never stopped eating away at me. When I got truly desperate, I went to the Temple of Death myself, but no one there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, "Separate has gone to the Undying One." They looked through me like I wasn't even there. I've lived like this for 20 years, like a coward, like a dead man. Okay, buddy. You were ordered to die? For what reason? And then he gives me some fucking poem. Me before sending me on the final assignment. I didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. It's time for Death to take what is due, and the Vizier is waiting expectantly for you to carry out the sentence he passed years ago. No. Have you killed any more innocent souls since you ran? No. You do not sound particularly remorseful. I spent years in remorse. I'm tired of it. I don't like my options. Well, I guess I'll just kill him then. I don't have a very good option otherwise, so... Death it is. The undying one is death. Rip. I knew it was gonna be... This is Sparta-fucking type shit. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Over there!
Oh boy. Here we go again. The enforcers? The moment I joined, Dominic kicks a man towards the railway. What a stream. If it makes you feel any better, he was a serial killer. The sound of breaking bones, the men's cries, and the enforcer's hateful laughter remind you of what you went through. Yourself. Too vividly. Too painfully. Echo of torment. Because it wasn't bad enough that I've been walking around... I've been walking around with a fucking debuff because I'm a noble and there's a bunch of peasants around me and they stink. Now I have to have another debuff because I'm just so fucking traumatized by torture. God damn it. My sincerest apologies, your Lord Captain. Your boot. I'll clean it right away. I intend to hear this man out. Your ladyship, I work hard, never even take breaks to rest, and all I earn is 7 ration cards with 15 mouths to feed back home. 15?! How many wives do you have? The enforcers shake me down every shift, just like they do every other honest hard worker who... Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutri-Bars a few watches ago and 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and this is the thanks I get? You quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn. And today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere and do them in and then take their share? I didn't do them in. It wasn't a... They got their heads bashed in by crates. The dead don't need rations. You might understand the enforcers are appropriating earnings from the workers after their shifts. We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute. The rabble or a lying, thieving lot. We have instructions to stay alert for people holding more than the standard amount of ration cards to prevent supply embezzlement and famine. They do take our cards, your ladyship, and then grow fat using them from themselves. Society, you see, is much like a boot. Its toe proudly directs the foot of the Imperium forward, and yet it needs a soul to stand on. You are the soul, good people. That you are down here choking on dirt without ever seeing a sliver of light is not the result of someone's ill will, but rather, it is the logical order of the world. I hope that understanding this fact will help you make peace with your destiny and free you of all spite. I want to throw up. Return the cards and don't fucking abuse your position again. How goes it? It's going. And hi, Haley. Smashes in through the walls like a sexy female version of Adam Warlock when he smashes through a wall in the hit film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Snello chums. Oh. The onlooking workers bellow triumphantly and point at the enforcers, praising the Lord Captain. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His oddly piercing gaze seemed to size you up the whole time you were speaking, but now he has hastened to conceal himself behind the gawkers. The next thing you know, you're watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels. Hope you're having a lovely time, or should that be a lovely slime? Snail posting. God damn it. May the God Emperor protect you in all of House von Valencia's, Lord Captain. I am all of House von Valencia's, unfortunately. But I appreciate the thought.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Hell yeah. Bon appetit, what you eating? I am eating some Brazilian feijoada. It's like rice and beans, black beans specifically, with a few vegetables and some meat. And chorizo.
Is there
Pretty
money
fucking nice.
to be made?
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Sounds yummers. It is. Fucking delicious. Ah, right. There it is. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Have you seen the portraits of the new NPCs for the DLC? No. I've only the ones that I have met. So, no, I have not seen the other portraits. I will see them when I get there. You okay there, buddy? Who are you? No! Don't make noises. They shoot everyone. Please, don't tell them. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Not good. They should invent a new orc named Bone Muncher who munches on bones. That's what I'd do if I were GW. That sounds like something GW would do. They are very good at naming characters. Very creatively.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
I was so jazzed when they brought Wazdaka back.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Great name. It is a beautiful name. I must admit. I believe it's this way now. This should be the last area, I think.
Operation successful.
Oh wait, no, this is where there's gonna be a little fight. Orc cyclist. Best boy. Makeshift armor, battered weapons, yeah. Abelard, help these wretches realize the full extent of their unenviable position. Before you stands Lord Captain Domina von Valencia's mistress of this vessel and everything on it, including those goods you're pawing at with your unwashed hands, and your miserable lives as well. The people turn to stare at you in disbelief and exchange heated whispers. The excitement is interrupted by the leader's roar. Where are you gawping at? Hurry up and bend your backs, this is right and proper. Your ladyship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It's not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh. And as for this, I won't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. One time, he drove off a cliff into the face of a titan, smashing onto the command deck and slaughtering the puny human crew. Jesus Christ. I wonder what Eogunn does when you ask him to pull the lever in Fidelio's quest on Footfall. Pull the lever in Fidelio's quest? Pull the lever? Pull the lever? Pull the lever? Oh! Oh, we can see. Who are you? Well, I don't usually get that part of the quest because I usually do the other side of it. But we can check. Fidelios' quest has these two parts that are mutually exclusive, if I recall correctly. And I think I usually do the other one. One sec. Okay. Alright, I'm done. No more Fujis. You'd probably see it as a worthwhile pursuit in the quest for knowledge. Maybe. Hi, Aldmarian. Can I ask a very important question? Of course, Haley. Why'd you want my weapons? Are you going to rebel? Are the enforcers providing cover for you? I wish Franzo, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightening the screws, damn it. We can barely breathe. Today's the last time we'll come to pick over this compartment. Why'd you all have your little fingers cut off? Gang initiation right. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. You could, but then someone else would take our place. Shameless scum who rob and kill to their heart's content. That is a terrible excuse. You're gonna die.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Spare none of them!
I wouldn't be surprised if Strauss does something useful for the rogue trader and says, I'm helpful, am I not? What would you do if you were imperiled, only to be rescued by a baby-themed superhero known as Little Baby Justice? The media and public, alas, begin to mock you for being rescued by such a silly hero. Would you defend Little Baby Justice, admiring her in spite of her theme? Or would you seek revenge on them for embarrassing you? Defend a little bit. Yeah? The first one? They saved me, they saved me. What the fuck? Also, it's categorically not their fault that the public has a specific reaction. It's their name of all things. Or their theme.
Indeed. Follow my lead.
You've chosen the high road. Okay. Ooh!
Duty go hand in hand.
Oh my god. Okay.
It will be done. Unexpected result. I will do my duty.
Okay.
Trust me. I shall not fail. Trust me. The shadows will see it done. Trust me. Called by the web.
We deal no damage. We deal no
as
damage.
honorable days.
We deal no damage.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Don't you die on me now.
Just a minor setback.
Okay.
I've suffered worse.
I believe you, Abelard. Okay. We're gonna lower the difficulty back to normal. Better yet, surrender and just let them be the rogue trader for now. Looks underleveled. Yeah, it does. That looked like a very underleveled kind of problem. There we go. It's a really creative idea they had, making this game have violence in it. Not many games have violence. Oh yeah, very creative.
I always keep my options open.
Confusing.
I'll make an example out of you.
Cross them.
Next they could do a game about racing, another underrepresented topic. Truly.
I am your blade and shield.
That was nice.
I shall not fail.
That's what I wanted to do.
Be purged. Trust called by the web, as the tenants demand.
I'm still a bit underleveled, it seems. Made him a vanguard, so did I.
I'm done with this one. Naturally. For the throne's glory. Everyone, step aside.
Time to slaughter someone.
Is part of
It's as good as done. On it. I'll see to it personally.
Let's see.
Good boy.
But of course, Lord Captain.
But of course.
Grey hair.
Sure hand.
Target well. A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance. It will be done.
You never stood a chance.
Is a reward. Request vital function successfully terminated. My vow is to serve.
Experience. Nothing matters more. At your I took care of this one. Victory is imminent. No matter the cost. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Grey hair sure had lesson learned. Indeed.
In this place, if you're a crime lord, they attempt to fraternize with you. Always kill them for it. My RT is a cool xenograph full of radical ideas of providing lowborn people food and education, not just some bandit scum. Understandable.
A perilous but necessary excursion. Lucius, pay attention.
That kind of worked.
I always have a backup plan.
This explorator is blessed with
Multifunctionality. I love them. That's our boy.
Let us not dawdle.
Two people hugging and then two motherfuckers killing each other. The kids have been waiting for you. How was your shift? We worked hard. I helped out a friend with the loading and he gave me some cards. Take them and exchange them for new shoes. Yours are all wearing out. I've already made your bed for you, so once we've eaten, you go and rest. The little ones and I will head out to the marketplace and leave you in peace. Why did the Emperor send me such a wonderful wife? Unrealistic. In a setting with this level of poverty, having someone 24/7 at home is just not, it's not feasible. That's wishful thinking. That's nonsense. At this level of poverty, you have to have two people working. This is completely fucking stupid. I love this little detail of the lady who's like sitting up here with the smoke and with her like how do you say, sleeping mattress, right? It looks like how do you say, it looks like one of those photos, those like really artistic photos of workers in really high places, you know? It's just so, I don't know. It feels like someone should paint it or take a picture or just make a painting out of this. She looks like a freaking Renaissance painting or something. Like it looks so cool. She's not working. She's probably out of work and scavenging or something. Yeah, cool design. Maybe they're saying it to look good for the Lord Captain. Out of my home. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
The naval service.
Even in a place as dismal as this, people have managed to set up a small
always
altar at
keep
which
my
to pray.
options open.
It's relatively clean and well maintained. Book of War prayers. Sure, why not?
Pay attention.
People live in Warhammer 40k in some kind of clans or something. Correct, yep. They do.
Always keep your eye on the
Oftentimes
prize.
they do.
Over there.
Next Rose invited me over again. Maybe I should ask her to marry me. She's a hard worker and not a bad looking woman.
Whisper and be heard.
Aw. Happy Pride. Fairly certain that's a woman. The operative a better class in Dark Heresy? Yes, I believe so. First of all, they have changed operative in this update. The 1.6 update that came at the same time as the DLC has heavily changed the operative, and I have heard that it is much better now. But also, yes, the operative class is I think better. I don't know if it's better because I don't usually play it, but I've heard people say that it's definitely quite different. And it's gotten better in Dark Heresy. But you'd have to look it up, though, because I am not an operative player, so...
Keep your wits about you.
I wouldn't know very well. Photographer is Charles Clyde Ebbets. We're gonna have to go back down. I guess. So this is where I came from then. Ah, there we go. Are these zealots even kill upsending folk? They say it is the Emperor's will. Space at home marine. Space at home marine. Oh, that's funny.
Let us not dawdle.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Trivial, as I prognosticated.
These crates are typically used to transport weapons. The worn away markings make it impossible to determine where the shipment came from, and the scuffed surface indicates that the crates have been moved frequently. Can I get a Chaos Marine? No, we have an SAHM. We have a Space at Home Marine. An old man in pitiful rags listens intently to the sound of your footsteps. A stinking piece of cloth is wrapped around his eyes with greenish pus oozing out from under it. The old man lays his trembling hands protectively on the heap of junk that serves as his bed, as well as his table. An empty beggar's mug makes a clinking sound next to his withered leg. Happened to your eyes? The void rats gnawed them out while I was asleep, and the sewer water my wounds were washed with was infected, turns out. The pain became a stinging feeling that wouldn't go away, and only got worse. I did not mean to alarm you. I simply wish to learn more about my people's lives. Your people? Could it be our Lord Captain? Our benefactor? Is it really you? Our gracious lady, we know you well. Your charity gets us through the day, and we pray for you always. But what are you doing down in this... Please, hurry away before they know you're here. They're plotting something terrible. This crate, it's where they hide their... I don't know that I could name that many ships from 40k. That's fair. I don't think I could either. I can think of one ship, and I don't even remember its name. Pasqal, ex Yarick. Yeah, I figured. Someone had to say it. Someone had to make the meme.
I feel nothing, fear nothing, as honor. I shall not fail.
My favorite is Robau, Gilliman, and Yvrain. I hope it becomes canon. I hope it becomes canon just to piss off all the right people.
As honor.
As a massive Eldar fan, I hope it does. Autobot got you, Haley. That's fair.
As the tenets demand.
The audacity to parry my girl.
Trust me.
There we go. Nice.
See it done.
Traz X Oracan. That's pretty good. I hope the memes become canon. Robau needs to explain that it never happened until he sees that whoever told him we're not serious about it. Shit. Spicy meatball emperor Slanesh. Several school swarms to immediately move up to 11 cells. It can move through occupied cells. It does not trigger attack switch. Neat.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Fond of the Dictator class because my very first 40k novel was BF Gothic book called Execution Hour, where the ship involved was that class. My favorite ship, unironically, would probably be the one that is being piloted by that lady who basically became the ship. Everyone knows her, but I keep forgetting her name, goddammit. But she was really fucking badass, and she became the ship, essentially, so now I like the ship because I liked her. Wishing a happy relationship for an ex-LR Corsair in 40k is the positivity wish to persist one day. Lotara, yes, thank you. First, you need to be Mexican to handle the spice, which is the Emperor of Mankind X/Nesh. The Culture's a good sci-fi series, I've heard. Conqueror, Lotara Saren, thank you. She is pretty fucking based, or so I've heard. You're rambling? It's okay. We all ramble. You're in the right place to ramble, that's for sure. I'm momentum. Woo! Beautiful. Love you, Pasqal. Service details, the best one, I feel. The best what? I do not know that name. God damn it. Culture book. Oh, fair enough. Where are we? How is my ship? Lotara, my ship is doing fine. What a legend. That was an accident, I guess. Oh. In the world of the culture, uploading one's consciousness into a digital afterlife is common. And surface details about the conflict over whether it's okay to forcibly upload criminals into a digital hell. The answer is very simple. It is not, in fact, okay to do that. I keep having to remind people that the point of prison is rehabilitation, not revenge. You are not supposed to put people in prison because they did something bad and you're just like taking it out on them. That's not actually the point of prison. It's not punishment. It's rehabilitation. Now, do people remember that? Absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. And a lot of prisons are not built that way. Like, in terms of not physically built, but the system within it are clearly not built with that in mind. But that is the point. Or isolation of rehabilitation is impossible. Yes, isolation from the rest of society so that they may stay safe from the person. For they are a danger to others. But a digital hell is neither isolation nor rehabilitation. It is punishment. So, yeah. Not all the societies agree. It's more of a person-by-person basis, but yeah. The protagonist is the duplicated consciousness of a murdered slave seeking help from a warship to seek revenge on her killer, the most powerful man in her entire civilization. Fuck. Just go, Heinrichs. Where's the last one? Oh, I see him now. I think there's enough rehabilitation for people who put pineapple on pizza. That's fair. I will stop rambling about an excellent book now. You can keep rambling. The problem is that I never really read the book, so I don't really know anything about it. So I don't have a lot of context. But it does sound interesting, to be fair. Yeah, heal that poor fucker. Personally, I think we should rehabilitate people instead of just putting them in an unsafe and stressful environment and saying, surely this will make them well adjusted. Well, yeah. We agree. Are you alright, Lord Captain? These cutthroats didn't hurt you, I hope. The locals and the enforcers call me Foreman. I have no other name. You might say I'm in charge here, in this hole of a place. Okay. What in the throne's name was that? Who is this Nemesite? And these out to the people you know needs them most. You've just helped some good families survive. I'll divide the cards among them and be sure to tell them that it was your ladyship who did them this good turn. I don't give a fuck if you tell them, that's not the point. I saw you near the marketplace. What were you doing there? Watching one of my workers taking a beating. I feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. I've stuck my neck out in the past, not doing it again. Tell me what life is like for the workers on the lower decks. They toil day in, day out for the glory of the ship. What are they cooking in the vat? Believe it or not, it's soup. I don't believe that for a second. I beg another second of your attention. Please accept this humble gift. Hidden auto-stimulant. Thank you. Suspicious. I'm glad you agree. I personally cannot agree. I think we should put them in dungeons beneath the Red Keep and never make them see light, unless your son wants to execute them, of course. Ah! That makes a lot of sense to me.
I always keep my options
That also
open.
is oddly specific. Oh. I love how all these people already have so little, and yet because I'm walking around looting shit, I'm just taking their food. I'm taking their rations. But I can't not do it because I just walk around and I loot everything without thinking.
And weigh every step.
Oh.
Sometimes though you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. A nice little stroll.
Aww. You own the ship, I mean. It's not about whether I can, it's about whether I should. The game does not seem to acknowledge that, though. It doesn't acknowledge that me taking random ration cards that I find on the floor is technically me taking them away from people. It just views it as me looting.
What others do not.
Not very iconoclast of you, exactly. Nope. You won't make your dynasty rich by doing nothing.
Would he be proud?
Oh, no. Okay, capitalist tumor. Give our gift to the one who sees nothing but hears everything, then the truth will be revealed to you.
Keep your
yeah,
wits
he's
about
dead.
you.
Theodore would be proud, I think. Absolutely. What's the thing that Death Kill to say your time has come or what have you? What did I do? There was a character named Theodora, or simply Dora, in a podcast I liked. Dora. I'm gonna start calling Theodora Dora from now on. That's brilliant. That's a great name.
The machine god was benevolent to me.
Suffering from a severe but curable disease. One vial of medicine administered in the early stages would have saved him. Who doesn't the Emperor send his spinner? Why for me, my fault. Couldn't deserve to die by the blade. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Ah, there she is. Auntie Dory.
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
She worshipped. I ain't reading all that. God of Abominations will play hilarious pranks for him, like poisoning the water supply of isolated villages. She doesn't sound very nice. Are you here to take Zenith to the other side? No. No, no. You're just wandering around in the dark looking for the light, but it's nowhere to be found. Did you really not see it? Unfortunately, they're undead. Talk to their ghosts. Here, Zena lives. Who are you? You talk to ghosts. You can't hear them? They don't like it when people come here. Why are you wearing chains and a mask? You haven't escaped from the enforcers, have you? These gifts, they are. The chains clink to announce Zdena's approach, for others to hear. They hide, fearful of becoming like Zdena, afraid of losing face. There's a blood symbol next to you. Oh yes, the song. Here, listen, listen. She wandered an eternity in dark, yet was consoled. Web foretold, and dying one's blood secrets glowed. A light to guide her faithful fold. But threads must end, and so the spider did that which was owed, her life and death to ship bestowed. And you'll see if you learn to see. Look into the darkness, look. How do I become the flagship's blood? Zdena will show you, and you will see the true light. Come now.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
We should deal with this.
Should we, though?
The shadows reveal their secrets. I do what I must. Just as he ordained.
She didn't understand the consequences. Ganador lied to her about the severity of her deeds. Put this itching powder in the stew. At the end, he'd say, not telling her it was actually anthrax. Jesus Christ. Just finished playing a bit myself. Right now I'm at a siege of Euphrates. I hate that place so much. Then again, I'm replaying for like the 5th time. I get that. Like, she thought she was doing mischief. Yeah, I got it.
Let us not dawdle.
Did she not notice something was wrong when everyone died? Did she just never stick around to find out what would happen after her pranks? What do you want, Eris? I can feel you sniffing my feetsies, Eris. What the fuck?
Keep your wits about you.
She was a traveling prankster in her mind. Yeah, what is it? What's wrong, big girl? Oh, she is so heavy. Oh, you are heavier. You are. She's so done. She's so fucking done. Mlem. Exactly, that is exactly her face, Cersei. The floof returns. Yep. Got so many cybernetics in my inventory, and I see Argent all pretty and augmented. I can't do it, Abelard. Come here a moment. I have 2 new arms for you. Things didn't end well for her. Well,
I always keep my options open.
Things weren't going very well for her already, it seems. If she had the... If she was in the sights of some trickster evil god. They were never gonna end well. For what crimes did you kill this man? For the crime of wealth. That dead bastard had rations and fuel cells. We'll trade them for porridge. What are you? Mutants? Invalids? Mold eaters, outcasts, folk who have no place even among the lowest of the low. Some were born that way, some were driven out to keep them from spreading the contagion. The foreman won't let us near the vat. The enforcers try to shoot us on sight. And if it's our fault we were born in a terrible place, we are worms in the rotten belly of the ship, fodder for disease. A tongue studded with a small underdeveloped teeth. This is no disease, but an obvious mutation. You need medicine and food. I shall have them brought to you. Well, you know. We know your kindness. You'll douse us with poison and leave us to die so we don't sully your ship. You can choose not to believe me, buddy. I don't give a fuck. No skin off my back, buddy. Pretty sure he just kind of spits this back at you. Right.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Anyway. In D&D canon, if I recall, he was one of the most powerful gods until he smote all his own worshippers during a temper tantrum, losing most of his power as a result. Also, he's older than Ao the Overgod. Jesus. Mucking with the residents of the underbelly of the ship, huh? Are you trying to give Abelard an aneurysm? Every day. So I think a mischievous little fairy didn't stand much of a chance. No. I put my life in thy hands, for I believe truly that thou wilt protect. And this is why it's useful to have at least a few points in Dogmatic. I like to think to be a nice god. I'd be a nice god who used my limitless power for good. Hi, Ares. Hi, big girl. Hi. What's up? What you want? Yeah? You just wanna enjoy the... Yeah. She's enjoying the fan, because I have a fan pointed at me. Do you wanna say hi, Ares? Say hi. Over there. Over there. Oh. There we go. She's so cute. She is the cutest. The absolute cutest. God Emperor will protect me by telling me not to fucking jump.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, whoops. Wrong button. What is it? What's wrong, big girl? Yeah. What is it?
Is there money to be made?
Oh. My favorite part about my companions is how they treat me like some unruly kid because I keep sticking my fingers in dangerous xenotech. Hey, if it's heretic, why is it shiny? I know. That's kind of how I feel about the Xenos, you know? It's like, if not friend, why friend-shaped? I say to the Drukhari, and then Abelard just has an aneurysm.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, I know what you're gonna tell, Haley. There are many variants of that.
I always get the job done.
Of that little story. Man in the ocean. Struggling to stay afloat, but he keeps up the hope that God will save him. Oh, okay. You can tell it anyway. There's a bunch of variants of it. The point of the little story is essentially that God helps those who help themselves, basically. You shouldn't just... Yes, indeed. Yeah, exactly.
Keep your wits about you.
Hi, Aries. Hi. Yeah. You're a big girl. You're a big girl. Yes, you are. You are. The vet said you were very big. Even for your breed, you are quite big. Did you know that, Aries? I think it's a funny joke and a meaningful message about the importance of taking action. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. Aries, please stop trying to eat the microphone. Stop trying to eat the microphone.
I always keep my options open.
Aries, please. Please give her a little kiss. Come here, Aries. Come here. Mwah. She got a smoosh. Did you hear that, Eris? Chat loves you. Eris knows she's a pretty little princess. She knows everyone loves her.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
She is very well aware. We do love her. I know, and she knows. Eris is a pretty little princess. And she's very well aware of this fact. She fucking acts like it too. What is it? What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? Who wouldn't love a beautiful feline? I know, right? One of the local cats is mad at my mom and I right now. Oh no! What happened?
This could be an opportunity. Is there money
You saved
to
a
be
frog
made?
he was trying to eat. Oh no, you stole his prey. Eris, stop shoving the microphone in my face, Eris, please. What is it? What do you want? Other than all of my attention. I hope the next DLC Procession of the Damned gives us another Xeno companion, maybe an orc. I want to give a nice side of PTSD surprise to Jai. Oh! He's sat there and glared at us. Oh no. If he's anything like Eris over here, he's vengeful. He's gonna remember that.
Rise to the top.
Poor little
or get
fella.
left in the dust.
He stole his food. Or his toy. Both. The frog was also a poor little fella. That is true.
Let us not dawdle. That's how it's done.
Oh, Eris. Hopefully he will forgive us and go back to letting us give him pets. Eventually. You might have to bribe him in the meantime. But eventually.
Keep your wits about you.
She's purring. I can feel the vibrations on her throat. She's purring.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Nice good decor they have.
I
Totally
always
screams,
keep my
we are the
options
good
open.
guys. I know, right? It really does. Five generations of spinners have guarded this relic so that it may serve the worthiest of the Domini. Its time has come. Okay, then. I'm glad y'all didn't think I was stealing or anything. I definitely did not intend to.
I always have a backup plan.
What happens if you don't jump? I have no idea, never tried.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Success is the only outcome I accept.
Unturned visions or hallucinations. Delightful. Oh, there goes the kitty. She purr? Yeah, she purr. And the Lady of the Ark walked the paths of unlife in the footsteps of the web's very first spinner, and the servants of death bowed before her, for the Daman is the giver of life. Yes, truth like a stream pours from your lips, we welcome her as the tenets demand. The blood-spun web welcomes its new lady. I am Vasir. For many years we have waited, and now you are here. So you just walked my companions in here the normal way, while I was forced to take that fucking jump. The spinners guided them along a different trail. You had to take the step, for only you were meant to become the flagship's blood, Daman. There was no reason to test the faith of those who follow you, for this burden was for their lady to bear. How did you build a temple in the middle of the ship without anyone noticing? Yeah. Tells of a path fraught with trials. By accepting it, setting out on the path, you pass the first one, the trial resolved. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on a search for death. The trial of compassion was the second one. You passed it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the service of another soul, a man suffering from burns. For the choice between life and death is to be made only by those willing to take responsibility for the pain of another. The third was the trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge from an apostate of our faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death that the errant soul had upset. And the fourth was the trial of duty, for duty always leads to death. We are prepared to render our duty to the Undying One, fearless and accepting of our purpose, which is to serve him. You two have proven yourself prepared, and the four trials have brought you here. Were the trials truly necessary? Search are the tenets of the web. Gotcha. This could have been an email, Vizier. This could have been a fucking email. Who is it you talked to all that time? I see echoes of those who came before. Okay. I see your eyes are sewn shut. Are you blind, or is it just another one of the rituals? I was sighted for much of my life until a disciple of mine violated the tenets, and I realized just how blind I had been. Gotcha. So it's self-inflicted. So this entire conversation is another test, I imagine. The tenets command us to be prepared for all trials, corporeal and spiritual alike. Are you prepared? And now we're all high as a kite. Yep, under the influence of a potent stimulant. First, you're gonna give me the fucking antidote. Now you are going to initiate me as a servant of death. Enough tests and trials, blah blah blah. Sure, servant of death. You become the blood of the flagship. Now you will become one of his faithful servants. We may not name you a spinner, for a spinner's thread demands the forsaking of one's previous life, but the blood-spun webs will still accept you. The tenets allow it, but only for a domin who has followed the trailing blood until the end. Sure. Okay. Surprisingly, the thick blood pouring from his hands onto your brow, chest, and shoulder is still warm. Death has spoken your name, Domin Domina. Death accepts you. Taste the blood. Please do not! Offer prayer to the Undying Emperor. Look up in the face of the Undying Emperor's statue. Okay, I'm testing the blood. A rusty taste fills your mouth, causing a spasm in your stomach. Your head is spinning, but you struggle to determine if it's a thrilling sensation or one of profound revulsion. I had to know. Offer prayer to the Undying Emperor. Look up into the face. You glimpse a harsh truth in the Emperor's hand. Death sees you. Feeling intoxication, still be praying tricks to your mind. Death is watching you. Strange rash you developed in the fright lines. Pestilence pit grows pale and scabs over. A healing grace descends upon you. Oh, that's nice. Will you also heal me from the absolute contempt and disgust I have for the filthy fucking paupers around me? Death has accepted you. Now and for all time, you are the Blood Warden and the Undying One's most venerable servant. Also, did it heal me from the PTSD debuff? Blood Warden, very flattering. I will add it to my other titles. But you are not. For years we have maintained fealty to the Domini. We have collected so you're giving me some robes. Cool. Thanks. You gave me some pajamas. Appreciate it, buddy.
Is there money to be made?
So anyway. First spinner. Peace, Kibella. You are the shield. You are the shadow. You are the blade. So be them. Okay. Guess we're done here. Oh, sorry. I guess we're done here. I'm actually quite tired today. It helps that I'm not used to these glasses yet,
I'm
so...
glad to note that the blood-spun web does not show any signs of heresy, unlike so many other death cults.
Is she gonna answer? No. Okay. Bath time? Okay, okay, okay. We'll do the bath thing. We'll do the bath thing. Let me show you the way. The way? Take me to the enforcer in charge of the fright line. Hob. I have business with him. This is true, I do. We're just gonna have a chat with him and then we will go take a bath with our favorite new characters.
Let us not dawdle.
Hey, buddy. Were you in a shootout? There's been a raid on a local gang. We finally cleared out the scoundrels who were smuggling goods to neighboring compartments and escaped. How did they get a crate of auto guns? Believes that the people who stole the auto guns are connected to Nemesis site. Thieves in one of the technical rooms. I've already dispatched them. Come across the drawing of a worker in a red mask. The cultural heritage of this compartment is interesting. The workers are to be provided with everything they need to service the freight line properly. Food and medicine will be delivered to the bay, and you are to demote any officers found to be abusing their authority to the status of workers. The captain needed a moment to handle his confusion. Orders understood? Good. Adpacham, that's my ship, gained the ability Educated Labor. Flagships are integrity, thanks to their efforts, logistical operations within the engineering base have become more efficient, which has opened up new opportunities for fortifying the ship's hull. There we go. Finally, we did some systemic change. Here to report your orders have been carried out. The compartment is already operating according to the new procedure. Yay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, remember the loading dock we used to have to carry cargo on our backs when we were just laborers. So Technomat, I'm guessing they were promoted to Technomat. They were taught by the tech priests, so they became Technomats.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, that's so cool. Finally get a promotion. I used to be a laborer. Now I'll be in charge of a whole work crew. Do they give food? I sure am ready to learn if they do. Fair enough. Won't find these anywhere else.
Is there money to be made?
What's even going on? They aren't setting fire to our hovels. The forces have been muzzled. Now the rations are a coal cart cheaper. Baby steps. Yes, your ladyship. Anything else here? Just checking up on everyone.
About you.
Things better here? No, not that guy. That guy still hates that I walk into his house.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Nothing changed here.
Let us not dawdle.
Glory to the Lord Captain. Well, thank you, sweetie. Hey, Foreman. How is it better? Much better. We appreciate your care. We have half as many hungry and sick these days. May the Emperor bless you for the mercy you've shown us. Those numbers are not good enough, but... oh well. Like I said, baby steps, I guess. Praise the Emperor for your maladies receding. Thank the Lord Captain for sending us here. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Those are rookie numbers, yeah. Okay. Everything's getting a little better here. That's nice. Fuck this guy on the floor in particular, I guess. Yeah, fuck that one guy. Okay, let's go find our way back so we can take a bath. Power panels, blah, blah, blah.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I'm watching your back. Always.
That does not make me feel good. Heinrichs, that sounds like a threat, actually. Symbols will enable the proper categorization of yet unregistered
keep your eye on
subdivision
prize.
and yeah. Okay. I think that's all. Hey, buddy. Is my character feeling better? Yeah, she's not fucked up anymore. That's nice. She's not extremely fucking triggered. About the poor people around her. That's why that's the real fucking reason why my character is so nice to the poor. She's just trying to get rid of the poor because they offend her sensibilities. Except she tries to get rid of the poor by actually giving them better working conditions and living conditions, okay? She's very woke. For all the wrong reasons. The horror, I know. A new type of class hate. She walked in there, she was like, these unwashed masses. I must wash them.
You have my completed...
The poor cannot offend your sensibilities if there are no poor. And there will be no poor if you just feed them, clothe them, and provide them with all the resources necessary so that they are no longer considered poor. I know. She's got the right spirit. Cleanse the masses, exactly. I wish to bolster my retinue. Alert, I wish to have a new augment installed. I do not, in fact, wish to have a new augment installed, but I do wish to buy stuff. I'm just gonna... Huh? The option to buy and sell stuff isn't here right now. It's probably because we didn't walk out and go into, Furibundum yet.
Domin, you wish to discuss this
I mean,
again?
Footfall. Furibundus is the name of the area.
Belongs. It is not dip.
Bye, Cabela. Love you, Cabela.
Me? Not a clue, Lord Captain. I don't know who Lady Theodora would have told about a thing like that, but it definitely wasn't me. Why would you whisper that to me now? Lord Captain, I don't know anything about caches or Lady Theodora's secrets, but the voices have just reminded me about something. I was once given the chance to try some real wine. Lady Theodora gave me some. Not just any old synthetic booze, but her favorite plonk. She always drank it in her palace. It was golden in color, and its name was Flame of Purity. A silly name. but the flavor was so intense and like nothing I'd ever tasted before or since.
Okay. Anyone else wants to
Lord
chat?
Captain. I'm afraid.
Okay. You? No. Cassia?
Janitor Febris's mind is so multifaceted. Azure, Cobalt, Indigo. How great is his drive to understand the workings of this world. But somewhere inside, in the very substance of all this blue, there is a cocoon of terracotta that holds within it some grievous feeling. It almost eludes my sight, but it absorbs all other hues. And sooner or later, it will consume them all,
Oh.
leaving nothing behind.
That's pretty fucking grim, Cassia. Wait, hold up. Heinrich? Nothing new, really? After our conversation on the train?
Great.
Shame. Okay, let's go take a bath. We're all gonna take a bath now. Oh. Aw. Is that your little maintenance spot? Loyal servant of the Imperium Administratum Adept, Grand Chronicler Evangeline Ivek, cause of death, suffocation. Defender of the Golden Throne and of all of humanity, brave member of the Imperial Guard, Pasqal. Melee combat expert, cause of death, killed in an ambush. Data deleted. Huh. Oh, fuck off. Oh, motherfucker. Since you have your quills ready, I shall dictate my memoirs to you. Let us start with my childhood. Not to miss a single word, a golden quill appears when one skull's tongue should be, and begins painstakingly committing your tale to a scroll. Several hours later, your throat is sore, and the creaking of the quill on the parchment has taken on a faintly sad undertone. It seems both you and the sacred machine are in need of a break. Inspiration has returned to me. It is time we continue writing my memoirs. 3 watch hours later, the Silver Skull ends the epic work of chronicling the many hardships and adversities of your life. Your magnum opus is complete, and although it may look like mere meters and meters of jumbled parchment now, you know it for what it truly is, the memoirs of the greatest rogue trader to have ever lived, carefully recorded by a Silver Skull's quill. Aww. If the wearer is not the rogue trader, they gain +5 to coercion, commerce, and persuasion. Aw, that's cute. Nice. They helped with something. Some bureaucracy or whatnot. No dents and scullies? No. Okay. Now we bathe. Pasqal. Here we go. My favorite companion. In the bath. This receptacle is deemed adequate for the execution of the cleaning protocol. Pasqal, why did you climb into the bathtub? I have received an invitation to perform collective ablutions. Ablutions are impossible to perform without submerging into the bathing receptacle. You're leaking oil. This statement is true. The disposal of waste substances is an integral part of the cleaning protocol. Why are you taking a bath with your clothes on? It is prohibited to expose the true flesh in the presence of lay people. My raiment will not hinder the cleaning protocol. Pasqal is interested in exchanging biological data. Uh-huh. Will you not rust? No. The Omnissiah has granted the sacred chromium resistance to the plague of rust. Pasqal, you are welcome to stay. Your presence does not inconvenience me in the slightest. This unit is grateful for the invitation. It will exit the receptacle upon completion of the cleaning protocol. Okay. How long will that take? About 1 standard ship hour. Okay. Pasqal emits a satisfied Binaric aria. I thank you for the invitation, Domina. This ablution will be recorded in this unit's archive of significant events. You're welcome. Moment of serenity soon fades. The body reclaims the mind, binding it once more to some familiar shell of flesh, sinew, and bone. Finish your ablutions. Okay, here we go. What was the other dude now? Here we go. Eogunn, I'm in a philosophical mood. Am I, though? I find the choice of venue for our meeting somewhat unconventional, but I don't deny that the setting is conducive to philosophical contemplation. So tell me, Domina, what topic is currently occupying your inquiring mind? Just to confirm, you are not going to dunk yourself in the bath and begin your cleaning protocols, are you? Certainly not. Due to the design features of the blessed galvanic cell housed within my abdomen, direct contact with the water-filled tanks will result in an uncontrolled discharge of the motive force. Causing the death of the rogue trader is the very last thing I would wish. What is more, the sacrament of disinfection, which I perform regularly upon exiting my lab, renders any additional hygiene procedures unnecessary. Enforcer, fetch victuals and amasec for me and my esteemed genitor. I have long observed the precepts of augmetic maintenance, nourishing my flesh with sacred parenteral formulations. Nevertheless, my body is quite capable of accepting mundane provisions. To the glory of the Omnissiah, let the experiment commence. Okay. Taste the game bird. I bet they don't serve this on Forge Worlds. The composition of the nutrient substrate is unbalanced. Large amounts of lipid compounds and complex amine chains. Nevertheless, the organoleptic values are excellent. Although this method of nourishment is highly irrational, most acceptable. Okay. To your good health, Eogunn. I am registering increased catalytic processes in my liver and an acute reaction in my peripheral vasculature. Inhibition processes in my nervous systems are suppressed. Could this be some sort of pre-medication for enhanced nutrition absorption? I don't see what's got you so amused, Nuncius. Nuncius offers a broad, yellow-toothed grin typical of servo skulls. Nuncius, you should also drink. The amasec spills into the bathtub, even if Nuncius wish to partake. The lack of a lower jaw, digestive tract, or any other organs prevent him from doing so. See, you say you subsist on certain formulations. Let me try them. I doubt you will like it. These alchemical concoctions are designed to be injected directly into the bloodstream and are laced with bionic tonic supplements that are not intended for laypersons to consume. They may be harmful to the unprepared body. Bitch, I insist. From an alembic, Eogunn pours a green, oily liquid, carrying an acrid chemical odor into a goblet and prefers it to you. You drink the liquid in a gulp. The mixture leaves an unpleasant chemical aftertaste on your tongue and your stomach twists in knots, but you hold it all in, proudly placing the emptied goblet on the edge of the bath. Astounding. Your resilience is most impressive, but I would still recommend a health review after you finish your ablutions. What do you think of the fare? I'm afraid my taste buds have atrophied considerably, so I cannot gratify you with anything other than my already stated findings. However, I do wish to note that the tasting nutrients in combination is a most satisfying process regardless of their form. I suggest we proceed to the more substantive portion of our conversation, no least because my colleague is beginning to grow somewhat bored. I wish to communicate with Nuncius. Of course, Rogue Trader. I'm sure my dearest colleague will be honored by your attention. Nuncius, what is your opinion on the hardships of the common folk in the Imperium? You know what, Nuncius? You are absolutely right. We are part of the problem. I ought to put my wealth to good use. This problem is imaginary. The Imperium is optimally structured, and your inexhaustible resources are already serving it well, expanding its borders and influence at the frontier. Truly, Nuncius, I did not expect such frivolous leanings from you. What do you think of the new companion, Lord Captain? We'll see. I think it's interesting. Tell me, Nuncius, what is true love? Yeah, Nuncius, tell us. Tell us, what is true love? And why is it shaped like a draconic? The servo skull is silent. Perhaps true love cannot be described in words. I see. You too have loved and lost. Such is life. You attribute excessive sentimentality to Nuncius. However, loss is an unchangeable part of the human experience. Nuncius and I are no strangers to it. Tell me about Eogunn. Nuncius silently keeps his colleagues' secrets. I was hoping there'd be an option to be like, alright then, keep your secrets. I love that he plays along there. It is cute. You mean he makes up quotes off the top of his head, ascribing them to fictitious sages? Rogue Trader! I find humor built on a loose translation of lingua technis dispiriting. With the deepest respect, I urge you to be more mindful of my colleague's words. I believe that is all I wish to discuss with you. I find dialoguing with you quite inspiring. Leisure time spent in the company of the Rogue Trader has had a beneficial effect not only on me, but on my colleague as well. Good lord, what a mess. Okay, looks like we're going to Footfall. Nice.
You have my complete attention.
Isn't he a cutie patootie?
Rogue Trader, what disputation will you honor Nuncius and me with today?
Let's go. To Footfall. Does it say what Forge World is from? Yes. I recall him being a Zenorite, and he's dressed like he's from Stygius 8. He is from Stygius 8. What is your squadron doing here? We developed supply routes for chartists. I want to take a look at the catalog. For my source of components. I'd like to know more about the merchant's fleet operations. And let me look at the catalog. Buy everything. Isn't it nice to just buy and sell things based on vibes? I think it is. I think it's really nice, actually. To Footfall and beyond. Incognito, by the way. Half of Bleach of Flute. Yeah, I've heard they made a 40k movie, like, big budget. They made already, or they're making? Rogue Trader. Someone's coming and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Who's coming? A lot of them angry. They've got teeth.
Hey, newcomers! How's this for a warm welcome? I'll make an example out of you. Show them no mercy.
Cleanses the body.
Very rude.
Let's make it quick.
They did make one. The Ultramarines movie. It has a great voice acting cast, and also, well, it exists. Well, that is quite nice. It is nice that it exists.
One fewer target.
Woo!
Pain and duty go hand
Lord Almighty. Abelard.
It's as good as done.
That's hot.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. Who, if not me?
At your beck and call. Indeed. It will be. I took care of this one. Victory is imminent.
Aurora, and ironically, the hardest fight in the game. Not the hardest, but extremely hard for the point in the game where she is. Because that early and that hard is a really bad combination.
Doubt is for the weak.
Fuck. So Aurora is an infamous fight because of the fact that she's basically the first big fight you have to fight. And then she's really tough. I wouldn't say she's necessarily the hardest one.
Let's get to it.
Look out!
Just a minor setback.
Our difficulty, you just have to restart the fight several times because lol, she bursted 3 of your party members down by accident and goes first. Yep. I know. I've heard. I've seen it actually.
Not this Grayer's job. What is this foreboding?
Be gone, powers and their unholy works.
What's behind the mask of a tech priest like Pasqal? For the most part, Pasqal and tech priests like him, they have their flesh fused with that machine. With their machine parts. So usually it's not a mask, it's actually part of them. They can't take it off easily. But it depends. Just depends what kind of mask that is.
If only you knew what awaits you.
Oh, hi, Eris. We're back. Yes, we are. How about Pasqal's? I can try to check, but it's not very visible. He doesn't have the button right now for me to see. Oh, wait. Maybe. Here? Ah. I'm pretty sure that is fused with him. So I'm pretty sure that shit is actually just straight up connected to his fucking lungs or something. I don't recall him ever taking any of these parts off throughout the game in the dialogue or in the descriptions as a text. Pretty sure it's all just fused. There's no, like, necessary confirmation, but it's usually a good assumption to make when it comes to tech priests.
Out of my way.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
At your beck and who thought that was a good idea?
Oh, yeah?
I will do one fewer target.
The old Messiah knows the is successfully terminated. Let the cycle
Enemy.
Apologies.
running binary code.
The servants of the Omniscient.
Sorry.
To rot.
Sorry. It was an accident.
A valid argument. Statistical error. Utterly impossible. Executing command. I refuse to comprehend this. The machine spirits approve. I'm relying on you.
It's as good as done.
There we go.
I will lead us to fortune.
Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time I warned them, they go, well, dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Stop quivering, unwashed worm, and answer me. Who would dare to attempt such an outrageous attack? Fear not, young man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Anvers. This has happened all the time around here. Yes. Shooting? Yes. Attacking on the nobles? No. Gotcha. Go report it to Vladimir. Thank you.
Keep your wits about you.
Opticon! Yay! Hi, Opticon! 1 second.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Absolutely.
Watching the lazy.
I'm at your service.
A new experiment.
Okay, here we go.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Hi, Opticon. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. Look at that motherfucker. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium. Giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative, structural part of the Cognizant Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed, high-value visitors. Glory, success to House Valencius. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation, Logisticar Theta. Pasqal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of Benaric signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. Eogunn shifts the angle of his frame in a formal bow, folding his hands to make the sign of the Omnissiah's cog. His galvanic cell crackles, enveloping the manipulus in the motive force. Opticon 22 responds with a Benaric phrase that sounds deeply reverent in its own strange way. Then, he honors Nuncius with a nod. The humming servo skulls hovering around you break into a veritable aria of Benaric greeting sounds. Opticon 22 responds with a measured nod. Holy shit, is everyone done saying hi to each other? What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 34,761 Terran years ago. It must be 34.761, right? It must be. It must be. It must be. It was only 34 years ago. The Explorator Cognizant Fleet received from representatives, authorized units, of the Von Valencius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay, compensate, remunerate. Settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment, reciprocal offering, from the Cognizant Fleet can be made to Von Valencia's assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled, archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment/reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up? Execution of payment/reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizant Fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14 Terran years after the initial transaction. The asset allocation process concluded 2.5 Terran years later. Transportation of assets to the Furibunda system took 16 Terran years. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.3 Terran years. Clever. If you'd been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. You're saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you? This statement is true. The Cognizant Fleet concluded 1,292 contractual obligations with the von Valencius dynasty, as represented/led/administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valencius. The most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphim, Data Usher of the Sevenfold Hallowed Workshop of the Sacred World of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiavagama to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed by the offering of /pay4 with /a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiavagama facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizant Fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiavagama. What payment can I expect? Oh, the little thingies, right? Yeah. Great creations of the Omnissiah blessed by beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complex industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. I confirm. There are very few mobile extractums in this game. You can't afford not to take them. I would like to make a trade deal. Thank you. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in / considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the von Valencius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance Fleet will be glad / alternative unavailable to accept 1. Any samples of sacred technology, 2. Samples of profane xenotech, or 3. Miscellaneous items. Reminder: storage, study, and/or disposal of the aforementioned objects, with the exception of number 3, miscellaneous items, is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notably, the semantic capacity of the third category encompasses an extremely wide range of entities. The foresight of the Cognizant Fleet is truly remarkable. The Explorator Fleet will also accept information about planets in the Chrono's Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the Planetary Register. Why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Chrono's Expanse is the sacred mission / operational objective of the Cognizant Fleet. Information about the planets and the stars of the Chrono's Expanse must / will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration / mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance Fleet finds it reasonable to believe / believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violation that goes against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xenoheresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outlined pattern: a void station in the system of Langram's Belt. According to the data available to the Cognizant Fleet, the heretics on the station have trading relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Oh, I'll get there. What's up with your name? Identifier. Significant number of archive references used by explorators. It's a custom edition made by current unit designed to highlight the unit's unique personality. Your personality picks a number for your name. Okay. What is the Cognizant Fleet? May the Omnissiah's favor be with my tech comrades. You are an explorator. Then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of data classified procedural cycles. It was distinguished with 3 promotions by 1 grade, the right to a Tier 2 Sigurd augmentation, a notation in the fleet-wide archive as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission in the Tinarius system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred Logis? Transferred to Footfall in order to perform the functions appropriate to its current status. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Tinarius system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The Tinarius system was a great test of faith, an assessment of this unit's durability threshold, an act of destructive xenocide. So what happened in the Tinarius system? Data classified. Thank you both. What are you doing on Footfall? This unit performs residential representation, maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purpose of ratification of the insulating boundaries, management of the Kappa thread supply line, compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. Pasqal, do these words have a translation? Opticon 22's functions can be conveyed through flesh speak as a diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that the laity does not encroach upon the explorator's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. Instead of responding, Eogunn looks expectantly at the servo skull. Nuncius hovers impassively at his shoulder, the very embodiment of brevity. Please forgive my colleague's overly wordy phrasing. Allow me to present a more concise alternative. I believe the optimal interpretation is as follows. Diplomatic duties, commercial ventures, including the exchange of data, timely expulsion of the laity from the explorator's sector of interest. Okay. Thank you. Why are you here and not at the Liege's palace? Prolonged communication with lay people of high social standing causes this unit vexation / desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief / decline in motivation / righteous fury / willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. This statement is true. The behavioral dynamics typical of lay groups are frequently devoid of logic patterns and are taxing to analyze. I love you guys. You're adorable. Oh, Opticon. Never fucking change.
I always keep my options open. Is there money to be made? Just as I planned. That's how it's done.
Father? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They servitorized his father. I'm so sorry, sir.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh god. Just gonna walk away. Pretend like I didn't see that, okay? Do you guys remember these numbers? Ugh, that's 3541. There we go.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
So cool that he has a Rust Stalker right there. It looks so fucking cool. Look at that. So fucking cool, man.
Keep your wits about you.
Motherfuckers out here just distributing fucking communist manifestos all over the place. God damn it.
Always keep your eye on
Reminds
the
me when I was
prize.
playing Dragon Age 2, and I just kept finding Anders' manifesto all over the house. Oh, what a detail. Fucking brilliant.
Let us not dawdle.
There's a bunch of arbitrators here. Not our arbitrator, though. Not our boy. He's not here.
Over there.
Success is the only outcome I accept. I always have a backup plan.
Here we go. Atrium. Yep, that's it. Well, let's think. We can go to the atrium first, for now. I'm kind of excited to get out of Footfall because the first thing I'm gonna do straight out of Footfall is grab your Liet. So, that'll be fun.
I am forever astonished that Reverend Hieronymus makes do with that shoebox of a chapel in the atrium for his sermons. Footfall has several temples, far more befitting his status.
The Drusians are a unique order. They teach people to be content with little, and they follow that principle themselves.
May the Emperor's light never forsake you. People are recognizing her. Recognizing Argenta.
Trivial, as I prognosticated.
Keep your wits about you.
Nothing's impossible for
What's
this
that
old
peculiar
officer.
thing?
press A and V. Yep, there's a dead dude up here.
Rise to the
Shove him in the
top,
locker.
or get left in the dust.
It's another one of their
Let us
flyers.
not dawdle.
Another flyer? Yep.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Durukara. Behavior, villainy, malice, habitat everywhere, hides among people, diet, doesn't eat, feeds on blasphemous thought, fears, the emperor, prayer, unrighteous thoughts. Yaldari. Behavior, duplicitous, aggressive, habitat, woods, diet, infant, 2 to 3 a week, fears the emperor and righteous people. Oh my god. Oh, the cringe. Oh, the cringe, the cringe, the cringe, the cringe. These aren't Xenos, they're mutants. Are the cat girls mutants? I don't remember whether they're mutants or... Oh, I think they're sanctioned mutants,
Is there money to be made?
Just finished Act 3, picked up both of our new companions. Nice. Oh, I forgot these fuckers. Can we not cut each other's throats for 5 seconds? You dare pass judgment on others, what arrogance to think you have the right. You decide to intervene in a street squabble. Watch in silence. What is going on? What is going on here? And who are you supposed to be? I'm an envoy of the von Valencia's dynasty. You come from Lady Theodora? Pardon me, noble lady. We were just rooting out heresy here. These scrawny ones, they're from the ship that came from the bowels of the Chronos Expanse. They've got plague there and mutants. And now they're spreading that rot everywhere. What's wrong about that? Heretics. We're not heretics. I represent the Von Valencia's masters of Kiava Gamma, and thus I have the right to decide what to do with these people. I command the onlookers to disperse. As for the rest of you, go to the dock Alpha Row and wait further instructions. I don't want to get in trouble over this slot. Refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock Alpha Row. Okay. They are abhuman. Oh, right. That is also a term. I forgot about that. That makes sense. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. I am Reverend Hieronymus Deloros, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. No problem, buddy.
I always keep my options open.
Wisdom is a catalyst for knowledge. I possess both.
Do the LC part that will take place in Act 2. Collect more heal, you'll really need it. It's okay. The vital functions of this blessed machine are on the verge of dying. I will do it. I'll do for it what lies within my power, yet this considers a tragic testament to the fact that even the works of the Omnissiah are mortal. Praise the Omnissiah, the machine spirit. This cogitator is aggrieved, but willing to serve. The will of the machine god has held back this device from the brink of death. Treat it gently.
Let us not dawdle.
Look no further. Oh, this master-crafted patella augment is not fit for a servitor.
The Emperor protects, Reverend. But he protects only those who are pure of heart. Do you think yourself one of them? No, absolutely not. I will literally have a freaking passive buff that says Taint of the Heart. So no. And you must be the young Von Valencias. That name carries weight. And it is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests Theodore encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit and devouring their sweet poison? Savoring, I mean. I have heard many exalt the deeds of your intellect, and call your wisdom a gift from the Emperor himself. Fools! Do they not know that the seed of heresy sprouts quickest in the enlightened mind? Understanding only erodes the will to act. How do you know who I am? The Emperor has blessed me with acute hearing, and the people did the rest. How many members of your crew do you think came to confess the moment they arrived in port? How long do you suppose it took me to piece together the truth from their words? Mr. managed to pick up a strange change in tone. There was something hidden beneath the shift in speech, something that he did not consider necessary to explain. Seeing Theodore was a transgressor. She showed cordiality to Xenos, based. Broke taboos, based. Violated dogmas, based. Then again, so do nearly all rogue traders. Correct. Yeah, I have a note from the Emperor though. It says I can do whatever the fuck I want. Are there any in the Adeptus Sororitas? Any what? Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? Now they're talking to each other. Ah, there we go. Sorry for all the questions. You're welcome to ask. I might not have the answer always, but you're welcome to ask. Look, can you move our conversation to place more fitting people our rank? I have a question about faith. It's very advantageous for the ecclesiarchy to pose as a congregation of saints. Forgive me for not buying any of it. And rightly so, the ecclesiarchy harbors plenty of covetous and power-hungry recidivists. They've forgotten what it means to be a shepherd. They've grown soft and sluggish. For too long have their souls and bodies gone without suffering. Hieronymus, I don't like you. Many would consider your remarks heretical. Who's the enemy? The Xenos? The subhuman mutants? And the arch enemy, the witches. You forgot to mention people like me my whole life. People told me I'm filth on the face of humanity. It's poison, it's bane. Have you heard of Aspis Corda? I might have. Pirate, blasphemer, xenophile. She sounds like an amazing person. I hope I get to meet her. Incendia is her heir, considerably less fun. And a rarity among rogue traders. The protection of the Holy Warren typically leads to the swift atrophy of conscious and pious dread, but not in Incendia's case. Since one is orchestrating massacres, a sign of fucking virtue. They aren't massacres. This is a war on apostasy and treason, and in this war, Incendia Corda has inflicted grievous wounds upon the wicked. Right. Oh, whoops.
I know how to take risks.
Things are getting worse. In the Expanse. You are quite right. I am a wicked, irredeemable scoundrel. Shall we embrace, sister? No, thank you. You're fucking weird, bro.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
The machine guard was benevolent to me.
Oh, we have to go do the funeral thing. Jarvis, thank you so much for the follow.
Keep your wits about you.
Operation successful.
rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Trivial, as I prognosticated.
Her lordship. Usually it's her ladyship, but Lord Captain.
I always keep my options open.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Okay, here we go. Actually, yeah, you guys will have to excuse me. I'm gonna end it early today. I have new glasses and they're giving me a massive headache. Oh my god, she just gave me a heart attack. So I'm gonna go rest. We'll continue tomorrow. Bloop. I'll see you guys then. Bye.